Hey there everybody, and welcome to Database Camp. My name is Sarah, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my book collection. It's really not that many books, so I don't think it will be that long of a video, and hopefully through seeing what books I have, maybe you'll get a better sense of me. I don't know, this kind of feels really personal since I don't have many books, but the ones that I do have, I have like stories attached to them, and I find myself extremely lucky for the books that I actually do have because I've moved so many times that it's inevitable that I'm obviously not going to be able to carry each book that I've ever owned. So I just wanted to like do a little moment of silence for the books that I haven't been able to hold on to throughout the years. Okay, I think they've had their moment. But yeah, so we're gonna have a salute to the survivors here. No, but really, most of these books, at least the ones that aren't textbooks, have, well, any book that I buy I feel like has I have an emotional connection with. But without any further ado, let's just get into my book collection. So I am going to start with the textbooks because most of these it's pretty self-explanatory why I have them. It's because I was studying a particular subject and I needed to buy it for school. So there's a couple of other things that aren't books in here. I just realized because I just had these up in a closet and I forgot what I had in here. So might as well show you what I have in these boxes in general. So this is, I don't know if you could already guess what this is. This is one of those, it has the sand. Why? Hourglass. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, this is a legit hourglass, I believe, or is it a legit hourglass? Actually, I think this might even be 30 minutes, not even a full hour. But yeah, I got this because when I used to work in an office, I wanted to decorate it real nice. And so I got an hourglass. I didn't really actually use it, but it was just a cute little thing, I don't know. And I should just take this out just to show you, but I'm gonna put it back in the box, so sorry you guys. But it's just like a normal hourglass. It has like white sand and whatnot. Some of them are cooler, like some of them have like black sand and stuff. Or, I don't know, you could pretty much have any color sand, right? And this is another little memento from where I used to work. I had this plant. It looks really real though. Like, that's why I got it, because it looks legit. I don't know, maybe in the camera it looks fake as fuck, but in person it looks really real. And it has like cute little pebbles in there, and it's like a stone. Like, this is some kind of hard, actually maybe it's just like some kind of pottery, I don't know. But I thought it's got the weight of a stone, but it's probably really just some kind of pottery. Anyways, moving on. So first thing I have in here, I actually have 2 Pokemon books. You guys, I've been a lifelong player of the Pokemon games since probably 5 years old, and I used to be really super into buying every book for every version of the game that came out. If I bought the version of the game, which was probably, yeah, I probably did get it. So I like to get these books that went along with it. They're just like trainer's guides, I guess. And it's funny because as you know, I got older, I didn't really use these that much. But here's the thing, in the age where it wasn't common to have every bit of information about the game on the internet as it is now, right? These books came in handy. Like, especially if you didn't even have like a computer to access like whenever you wanted. These books really came in handy. It talks about the different, you know, Pokemon that you would see, where they are, the gym leaders and the Elite Four, how advanced their Pokemon were, and like what type they were and what moves they had and all that stuff could be found here. You would even find like the maps of the different regions and where to find certain things. So this one is for black and white, I believe. Okay, yeah, it's the official Pokemon Unova strategy guide. Oh, this was for black version 2 and white version 2. And I have another one, a similar book, and that's for Pokemon X and Y. And this one's actually much easier to travel with. I would prefer if they made them this size, but I guess now they're more of like a collector's item. Like this was probably during the time where people actually still maybe use these when, you know, the internet wasn't like the prevailing form of information collection. Does that even make sense? I don't know. But this seems like something that you could easily carry around and be like just much more easier. What am I trying to say? I don't know. This just seems like an easier to travel with book. But yeah, so this is another Pokemon guide, strategy guide, whatever. It has the same thing. It tells you what Pokemon you could find in X or Y. It tells you the gym leaders, Elite Fours, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I used to be super into these books, like, as you can see. Okay, so now we're just gonna actually get into the textbooks. So this is a chemistry textbook. I, once upon a time, wanted to become a medical lab tech, and that's why I have that book. That's just the chemistry one. Actually, the thing is that a lot of the times you get a chemistry textbook and chemistry 1 and 2 will use it. It's just, you know, one is more, goes deeper into the book, like once you get into chemistry 2 type of thing. Anyways, this, I don't know why I still have this. Why do I still have this? No, this was not a rental. I did pay for this, but I just bought it used. I feel like, was this, I'm trying to remember. No, yeah, this was definitely one that was for Bio 1 and 2. I think that's pretty much why I chose to buy them, because I knew I was gonna need them for another semester. So that's my bio. Again, when I'm sure you guys probably are familiar, like medical lab tech is essentially someone who like analyzes biological samples, whether it be blood, tissue, urine, feces, anything like that, to test for whatever needs to be tested for, essentially. Sorry, I did want to take a sip of that. Anyway, so next textbook I have is The Making of the West. And we actually had to read this book from cover to cover. It's not that thick of a book, so it's actually was very readable. Interesting stuff. More than just interesting. This book essentially lays out how European countries even coalesced and formed into their modern selves. So it's, I mean, I'm not, well, I shouldn't even say, I don't really know my ancestry 100%. Who knows if I have some, I should be sure to have some kind of European ancestry, maybe not skewed towards the majority. I don't really, I can't really speak on that, but this is interesting to learn. I don't really have that much opinions on it, because like history really isn't my thing. But I have it probably because it was cheaper to buy than it was to rent. Let's be honest. Okay, next book. Oh my gosh, this is actually, I've had this for a long time. I've had this since high school, and this is when I was like trying to learn Russian, obviously. This is Berlitz Essential Russian, and I was so committed. I made like flashcards and everything with the alphabet and all that. And at one point I felt like I could actually read Russian without actually knowing what I was saying. And I feel like when you're learning a language, that feels like such a powerful thing when you can master the alphabet and like try to read sentences even though you don't even know what the hell you're uttering. But yeah, I can't believe I still have this. I'm sure I had something else. I think it was Pimsleur. I remember Pimsleur, I think it had like a CD, and you could actually like hear what Russian actually sounded like. It's difficult to learn a language when you're just using a book. Like, you definitely have to be able to hear how native speakers talk. So I can't believe I still have this. This is like super, this is old. I just can't believe I still have this. Okay. And oh my goodness. Wow. Psychology. I'm sure at the time I felt like this book was interesting. I'm not sure why I didn't just rent this one, because I do feel like this was expensive. It's not like I was gonna be a psych major, like, ever. Trust me, like, when I say that I don't care about philosophy, or, well, I don't think I've ever said I don't care about psychology, but I don't care about subjects like philosophy, and I feel like sociology and psychology kind of are in the same realm. At least in my mind, that's how I categorize them, because they're such vague topics, and they're subject to change a lot, and well, philosophy I don't even think is considered a science, is it? But yeah, I mean, psychology and sociology, they're considered soft sciences simply because I think they really are so subject to change throughout eras. I mean, whenever we learn something new in science, we can say that, okay, well, you know, we've changed how we think about things, sure, but not as drastically. I don't feel it changes as drastically as it does with these kinds of subjects, you know? Okay. So I'm gonna take a pause and try to put these books back in the box so that I can have room to put the other books down over here. Did I need to explain that? Probably not. Be right back.